top of the morning. The real reason that Smooth got removed was because he was stealing my mornings. Top of the morning. The mornings were my thing, and then his messages became the top of the morning. And I can't let somebody steal my shine. All right, we'll start with that. That was not supposed to blow up like it was. Um, not in the slightest. And what I will say is this: none of this, it never came with anything of like he did anything wrong, that I didn't like him, or that he wasn't welcome. Um, Very periodically, you guys might see like guys get removed, guys channels disappear. Like I do a lot of Discord cleanup. I'm trying to clean it up quite a bit. And I was going through the other day looking at some various names, and Smooth very specifically was in mine. Um, there was, I had a conversation with a couple folks about, the vibe of the messages. Again, that's the vibe. It doesn't matter, right? That's just perception, is how somebody read it. Doesn't really matter. His messages were absolutely positive. And everybody used to get your Smooth message after playing him. It was like a staple of the league. It's just a matter of the way I was looking at it was, somebody mentioned the messages, but I work in a skiff. I normally didn't even see them, so like, I didn't really even know too much about like the vibe of them. All I know is I looked to see how much he had been communicating in chat, and like there's like huge gaps of just nothing, and then there was like 7 straight days of these messages that were just kind of being, copy paste in the morning. Again, nothing wrong with the messages or their content. It was fine. It was just one of those things that was just like, hey, is this, I just remove people from the Discord all the time. So it really wasn't anything directed or anything like that. And then of course the next morning he wakes up and wants to post it. He's not in there, and then by the time I'm at my phone, it is just a meltdown. I've got 100 tags, and I'm like, what the fuck is even happening? I thought it was way worse, right? I thought, somebody said a slur again. And at this rate, I'm pretty sure y'all thought that I said a slur. At this rate, that's how I was being treated. So, shout out Warren's content, top tier content, maybe the best content that has ever existed in Top was that VOD earlier. I had to leave the office. I was cackling. Listen, I reached out to Alan, talked about it. J Smooth has an open invite in his DMs if he chooses to come back. I do apologize. If it made him feel unwanted. Wasn't the case. It was really just a matter of me like scrubbing the Discord and going, oh, this isn't somebody who's really ever talking. And then, however you feel about those messages, they weren't bad. They're, by themselves, they're not a bootable offense and an offense at all. So just want to clear the air there. It sucks that it became this big drama-filled thing, and most importantly, I just hope that J Smooth realizes that, I'm not trying to attack him, his character, make him feel unwanted, so I apologize for that. And I sent that to Alan to forward on to J Smooth. So moving on, we are approaching the start of season 2, and I wanted to do some stuff. Let's leak some content matchups and maybe go over some of the dogs. We're gonna go over the demons of entering season 3, because there are some new names that I am looking forward to seeing. So let's take a look first and foremost at these All-Americans. New face is a new guy is the face for Ole Miss. Quarterback Austin Simmons dominated, but in comes Darian Mensah, the senior, finally getting his chance to play. Look at those gold abilities: on time, dot, sleight of hand, step up, pocket passing, 94 throw power. The accuracies look great. So yeah, demon mode here for Darian Mensah. This is gonna be a solid football team. Here we go. Harlem Berry, shifty, flat shifty, and 99 speed here for the redshirt sophomore Harlem Berry. 97 change of direction, 99 excel. Really low on the charts of awareness, but who needs to be aware when you're that fucking fast? A demon, and you ask yourself like, well, what could oh my gosh, he's trying to improve speed and cheese. Yeah, that's the idea of running backs. And what else is supposed to improve? Hands. He's already got good hands. Power. You gonna waste 10 points on power when you just waste 16 on speed? Yeah, demon player Harlem Berry taking over the role Caden Durham had. Then we have Jarrett Gibson, who has been the backup role for a long time at Texas, and I think this has to be the time he takes the starter. 97 speed, 99 excel, 97 change of direction for the 213-pound senior. Let's look at these receivers. Dallas Wilson, 6'3", 93 speed, 99 spec catch as a redshirt sophomore. So I think that's a transfer that came in from Florida. This one's crazy. Malachi Coleman, 6'5", 99 speed, 97 spec catch. He does only have silver takeoff, so everybody can breathe a little bit. Emmett Mosley, Notre Dame, 94 speed, 95 excel, 6'2" speedster. Look at the catching, probably some good route running. The ability's not quite there, but Emmett Mosley, preseason All-American. Jelani Thurman, this is a big tight end, 6'6", 262. I'm pretty sure his player model is like 7 foot tall, though. He's huge. 85 speed, 91 excel. Really, really good run blocker with the 70. And look, he even has some room to grow here. Could go into elusiveness, could go into power, but pretty much all capped out here. Jelani Thurman, looking good. So solid tight end there. All right, offensive lineman, we've got Xavier Pates, gold abilities. Peyton Kirkland, no abilities, but pretty solid raw strength. DJ Chester on the inside. Look at a gold pocket shield, PA shield. A little weak on the run blocking, interesting, but high overall and a good pass protector. Here's another Notre Dame right guard. So Notre Dame should be able to move the ball effectively everywhere with that wide receiver and that left tackle right guard combo. Alabama, they're on the board here, right tackle. 99 pass block power. Really, really good right tackle there. All right, let's take a look at some of the good edge rushers. Look at 6'7", 258. Williams Waneri? 90 acceleration, 82 block shed. He's got some gold abilities, pocket disruptor. 95 power move, almost completely capped out. 90 excel, that's a demon right there. That's a demon. Let's look at Isaiah Gibson here out of Georgia. Right edge, plat pocket disruptor, gold inside disruptor, 6'4", 88 excel, 92 block shed. This man can get after it. The junior, how fast is he? 88 and 85. So no quick jump out of these guys because of archetype, but nasty there. Got John Walker from Alabama. Pure power, 93 strength, 92 block shed, getting in there. Plat pocket disruptor. Ohio State, Edric Houston. 90 excel, 85 block shed. You got Sammy Brown. 92 speed at 6'2", 242. That's a thumper with 92 speed plat aftershock. Holy shit, Sammy Brown. That's a name. Kingston. He's got 88 speed, 92 excel, 90 tackle. And then this is a guy I'm excited for. True sophomore, Calvin Tryon. So this is a guy who played last year, 88 speed, 88 excel, 6'4". Really, really solid. One of the first guys that are like of our initial draft class that's here is Calvin Tryon. And there's another DB that we're going to take a look at here in a bit for Ohio State. Here, 94 speed, Xavier Brown, the senior. 93-man coverage. So Notre Dame, look at Notre Dame. I mean, a Mike, the corner, and then both of their safeties. Bowen here, 96 speed, 98 excel. Look at the abilities. He is a little short, 59, or 5'9", not 59, 5'9". You got Notre Dame safety, 90 speed, 76 man, but the zone coverage is high, and gold ball hawk and house call. Aiden Schuler, plenty of speed, good coverage here for Adon Schuler, who can play sub linebacker at 210 pounds. And then the kicker. All right, let's look at the preseason second team here. Dylan Raiola, final form here as a senior. 94 overall. 98 throw power. The accuracies are up. He's got off platform and mobile deadeye. Braylon Russell at halfback. 91. I mean, there's a ton of halfbacks in the league that can play. Here's Taylor Tatum. 95 speed, flat shifty that went to Penn State, also flat 360. So plenty of running backs here. We talked about the 6'5" wide receiver with 99 speed. Here's 94 speed gold cutter, 96 catching underneath. So that quarterback and the 2 wide receivers from Nebraska is nice work there. TJ Moore out of Clemson, 6'3", 96 speed. Saucy. Cam Williams, 94 speed flat cutter. Notre Dame all over the place. Nebraska with his tight end, 85 speed, 6'5". Texas left tackle, looking solid. A&M, their make a main appearance. You know, they've got some offensive line over there at A&M. Cooper Cousins from Penn State. Here's another redshirt sophomore, or full regular sophomore, not redshirt sophomore. True sophomore, right guard, Ohio State from that initial class. So, you know, second guy that we've seen. If you look down, you can see another one. Brandon Baker, 86 run block. On the edge, Notre Dame, 87 block shed, 82 excel. A little bit on the slower side, but good abilities and stuff there. Nebraska, 81 block shed, 83. I think there's some better edge rushers. I think this might just be overall chasing. Here's Caden McDonald, 91 strength, 82 block shed. Good abilities. Here's Zach Freeland, another true sophomore from Ohio State, the third one, 88 speed, 86 tackle, 6'3". So the linebacker core making some appearances. Josiah Trotter. Yeah, this is like all Ohio State defense. Nebraska. We'll go through the conferences here in a second. Oh, it's a punter. So the only true sophomores on the preseason list here are for Ohio State. Wow, a lot of Clemson here. Bryce Baker returns here. Look at this halfback. He's got 2 halfbacks on the list. That's how good they are. 95 speed, Gideon Davidson. Flat shifty, TJ Moore. Flat takeoff. 96 speed, we saw him. Shout out the little man down here, 5'11", takeoff, 94 speed. Are there any true sophomores? Oh, freshmen making the list. I want to see where the true sophomores are, if there are any ready to ball. Not in the ACC. Holy Ole Miss and Nebraska. No true sophomores. Oh, here's a redshirt freshman. Punter or kicker. Here's one. Joseph Springs. 89 speed, 94 excel, 6'1" lurker. Okay, this is a really good. These are all guys from that initial draft class here. Quentin Godsell, 90 speed, 73 man, so not quite ready there. Let's see what we got here. This is like all Notre Dame and Ohio State. This is crazy. We looked at Calvin Tryon earlier. This is who I wanted to see. Number 1, Jeffrey Stoner, Ohio State. He was probably the best prospect year 1. He's up to 82 overall. 6'4". He's going to be playing safety this year, but we'll probably see him elsewhere eventually. 86, 91 man, 86 zone. Great speed, great pursuits, great hands, can do everything. I expect him to play here this year. Odd that he doesn't have it's not showing him as a red shirt. That's weird. Maybe it just doesn't show right, but maybe he accidentally had him on special teams and didn't realize it. But yeah, that guy is going to be an absolute demon this year. I expect him to then switch to corner and play a bit of receiver. Both sides, Dante Moore. Oregon, Tennessee. Oregon, Tennessee own this. Oh, there's UCLA a little bit. Look at these Tennessee wide receiver factory. Gold takeoff, 6'2", 93 speed. 99 catching, 95 speed. Sheesh, what have I done? Look at that. Pac-12. The shifties don't dominate. Looking for true sophomores. None in here. Oh, here's one. Redshirt freshman. 93 block power. Okay, pretty nice. Pretty nice. Here's another redshirt freshman. This is an edge rusher from UCLA. And then we'll take a look at the SEC, see if there's anybody here. Just a punter from Georgia. And on the second team, DeAndre Bickley. Pretty solid dev there from him. And the Florida 6'3" kicker. Check his throw power. Oh, here's a redshirt freshman from Alabama, Austin Wiggins. Gold blow up. So pretty solid stuff there. Let's see, preseason top 25. Taking a look at that, I notice Ole Miss is at the top. A big drop for the national championship, down to 13. Some gnarly teams here. Oregon, 94 overall. UCLA staying high in the overall charts. South Carolina ranked top 5. How many 5-star teams do we have? There's Notre Dame, Ohio State, Bama. Nebraska maintains their 5-star. Florida, Pitt, Michigan. Otto is back in now as Michigan this year, so it'll be interesting to see what he looks like here. Let's do a little bit of schedule leaking here. All right. Alabama, Michigan, Ohio State, Penn State for his non-conference. A little bit of a rough road here, but Otto's a wild card game. Ohio State, this one was scheduled, and Penn State was scheduled. Otto. I'm a big fan of this. Auburn against Washington. It'll be an interesting game there. He's also got USC in Florida. Auburn expecting to take a leap with their initial top 5 class. Shoot, it wasn't top 5. We got knocked to 6, relegated to 6, but really good recruiting class coming in. Clemson, this will be a fun game against Notre Dame early. 2 really, really powerhouse rosters. Florida, he's got Pitt, Ole Miss, and then Auburn. So a little bit of a demon. I don't know how much of a demon. This is a good game. Danny unranked, but it's Danny. You never know. Or say we got the Brother Bowl. He's also got Georgia week 4. Nice work there. Indiana. Not going to leak everybody's schedule. Let's look at the champ schedule. What's he got? UCLA, Oregon at home. Tigers on the road, then Indiana at home. And then the ACC schedule. Ole Miss is Florida, UCLA. Some really, really good early matchups. I can't remember if there's any week 0 matchups. Let me see here. I know Miami, Georgia, Louisville, LSU, Air Force, Miami, South Carolina is the opening game of the year. And I don't think everybody else. So, yeah, CPU games. Nope, actually, this one was fun. Pitt has at Dublin, an Ireland game against Wisconsin. And then they turn around and play a neutral site game against Florida. So I didn't want to touch those. Those are fun. You always want neutral site. And then neutral site as well for South Carolina at Wisconsin the next week at Allegiant Stadium. Texas A&M to start the year off right. That'll be a banger. Yep, so good schedule nonetheless. Looking forward to a good season. Not going to roster beat the Utah Utes. We'll see how it goes. So, yeah, excited to see the new faces, the new names in the league, and where these things can go. So, get those recruiting done, and let's get on to week 0.